Sup, everybody? 5 plus 5, casual. I know it's hard to remember. 5 plus 5. I'm sorry, I had to decline your over long challenge. 7 plus 5, too long. We've been through that stage of doing 7 plus 5, and the games last too long. Maybe I should do objectively 5 plus 3. But you know, it gives me a little time to actually comment the games and make it a bit more instructive. Repunj Bansal. All right. Schumacher with the correct time control. Oh, I hate this alarm. All right, I hate that. Whatever. Welcome to Friday. Wherever you are, I hope you don't have an emotional vampire sucking the life out of you. Alright. We're going to start here. I'm playing e4. I'm playing the Nimzovich defense today, and the menu is e4, Nimzovich defense, and what am I going to play against d4? That's the question. We go with the main line. Nimzo. Let's do Nimzo Blumenfeld, maybe. Alright, Caro-Kann is a problem. I do hate the Caro-Kann. Need to find credit card again. You do. Or steal someone else's. Yeah. So let's play, let's play the Sissy line. Sisyphus. Last time against you, I played the wrong move. Bishop e2 is not considered great. No, you didn't play that last time. You played bishop g4. Now you're switching on me. I don't think that knight f6 is good. Last time it was bishop g4, bishop e2 not best, and then you played knight f6. It's different, you know. This is not as good. This is really a mistake by black. I suppose I can play e6 here. I mean, why not? Rudolf Spielmann would be happy. Wake up, man. Do you like following U.S. Chess Championship? Not really. I don't even know half the people, you know. I haven't lived in the United States at all in the last 5 years. And even before that, I mean, I spent very little time in the United States for the last 20 years, really just a few months out of the year. So I'm really out of touch, honestly, with the U.S. Chess Championship, to be fair. And I do boycott anything involving Rex Singfield, so that pretty much shoots it down completely. Bruh. This c5 is extreme. Extreme. You are extreme. What do I do? I'm just going to develop my pieces. This is weird. Man, dude, you're crazy. You need to use more time. It is Blitz, though. Alright. I don't know. Schumacher is not... He's not... not as solid as he was at one point. You switched move order. Yeah, your other line was better. That was fine what you did last time. This, however, is looking a little dubious. How dubious? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did here was the best. What do I do now? Damn. I guess we'll do it like this. Crazy, huh? A little bit of Nimzovich goes a long way. Maybe not. Alright. You know, I was starting out as Rudolf Spielman, and then I became Aaron Nimzovich at some point. I have a message already. Oh no, he's privately communicating. Sorry. Yeah, we know about that, man. The latest. You should start a blog on chess gossip. But you know I'm not a fan of that crap. Okay, there are sub stories that are important, you know. But the baby getting kicked out of a tournament because he physically abused someone or punched someone or something. Interesting, but not worth our time. Some little baby got kicked out for hitting someone or storming off in some physical altercation. But I really don't give a shit. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, dude, with people like that. They're like Silicon Valley moms. It's entitlement is what it is. Repunch entitlement, you know. Look how Caruana behaves. He's a total gentleman. But these little punks who are like entitled because their mommies held GM tournaments in the backyard, of course, you know. He deserves to win. That's like the worst player to do that against. I mean, Caruana is literally the most sportsmanlike top player you could probably like pick. Yeah, but anyway, no gossip. Don't distract me with the gossip. Not today. We can talk a little gossip between games, but we don't talk about Sinkfield tournaments here. As far as I'm concerned, Rex Sinkfield doesn't exist. He's probably donated money to Republican candidates the current election cycle. That's enough for me, man. Josh Hawley's supporter. That's all you need to know. I wouldn't accept like $1 million prize from Rex Sinkfield. You can shove it, dude. But Gary is not as principled as me. A lot of players, they'll accept, you know, they would accept prize money from Saudi Arabia or whatever. What's up, Miro? There was an OTB tournament here Saturday. You're going to go but got COVID. Oh my god. Wow. Now you've got knight f4. That's insane. There's one tournament every 10 years in Alaska, and Miro gets COVID. It's the first tournament in like a decade in Alaska. Like the first tournament since he's been playing chess. Basically. I was sick for 4 weeks, and now there's another virus of some kind in my household, and I'm really like, I'm just getting over my 4 week whatever it was. So the question is the same thing I had, or is it like a new virus? Yeah, I was a little reticent about this f2. You know, I almost didn't want to put my other rook there. Okay, why don't I take your bishop? Original plan was to take with the pawn, but I think taking the bishop... Oh, I see. You have that move. Oh, that's fine. Well, I'm having hallucinations. Hallucination station. I had a weird hallucination Black could play knight e4 here and fork my queen and f-pawn. Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, I mean, I live in like one of the supposedly great chess countries, and I don't play in anything because the tournaments are all like Sunday morning team games or whatever. I need evening chess. Alright, let's think about trading queens. It's not really that great. Alright. Are you threatening me? Have you counted your pawn islands lately? This was not a particularly convincing game. Really weird game. Oh. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. That's not good. Queen F2 check. Oh my god. I'm getting mated. Queen C3. Queen C3, knight H3 check. No. I'm getting mated. I don't believe it. No. Queen C3, knight H3 check. Pawn takes. Knight H3 check. Pawn takes. Queen takes F2. King H1. Pawn cakes. Almost, but no cigar. To be honest, I had like 10 moves there that are winning, but I want to win quickly. I'm only up 1 pawn. No, 2. Sorry. You resigned. So let me see this quickly. A quick overview. I always want to know like what I did wrong. Well, what you did wrong is what the heck is knight f6? I like how I get a dubious for e6 from the engine. But your move is worse. Like, what is that? That's not even a variation. Turov and Lars Krasnov played this long ago. Okay, but, I mean, what is that? That's not even a move. Okay, my setup's passive enough that you can do what you want, but it's not best. Yeah, and the computer likes knight g8. What you did last time was better. So I did the Rudolf Spielmann. It's not that bad. This is less bad than your knight f6. And then d4, and then a neat combative response c5. So we got a really original position here, Schumacher, I thought. And I literally had no idea what to play here. There's no obvious move. I was thinking about like c4. That's a mistake. So I finally settled on this. Wow, we transposed to something. Crazy. Yu Yanqi versus Megaranto. Salam Salah versus Predke. Pateni Ivanchuk. Yeah, good luck with that. So we transposed to something funny. Could it be, what could it be? Like an Aliakin? So we're following a Janza game from 2016. It's crazy that Janza was still 2458 in 2016. So we followed this, and now Janza played bishop b5 check, which is better than my move. No, Janza was black, sorry. Volek, whoever that guy is, played bishop b5 check. Bishop b5 check, oh, so if you interpose, so you have to go to f7. This is better. Alright, anyway. That was a fun game, man. We got some original position there. Oh no. The drawn rook ending that I lost. Nice. That was a good one. Yeah, I did a video on that too. Repunge. I should have held that ending. I'm a fucking moron. That was one of the many games that I lost in Hungarian Super League 2 years ago. Blowing drawn endgames like a pro. Okay, that's cool. Repunch is up. Magic transposition. Error 404. You haven't been around enough. Have you been like campaigning for the AFD or something? What's it called? Alternative for Germany. All right, I'm playing the Nimzovich defense today for something different. Boom, d5. I never played this. I have an idea. One of my students is trying to play this line, and I thought I can help him by by getting some experience myself. Yeah, pawn takes pawn is not as dangerous as e5, but it's still a very common move. Yeah, bishop g4 is risky, so we have to play e5 now. And this pretty much... Ooh, you're not supposed to do that. That's like acerbate style. What are we doing here? Do I play bishop e4 check? Or queen e4 check? Queen e4 check? Damn, I didn't look up c4. It's not considered a good move. I mean, I probably played this like once or twice in my life, this position, but I couldn't tell you if I'm supposed to play bishop e4 check first or not. I couldn't tell you. Well, I think I should destroy central pawn. That's what we set out to do here. Check. Oh no. Check knight c3. Well, anyway, it's a developing move. I like knight d2, personally. Okay. So what should I do, like trade? Queen a4 check. I like how Repunch has to wait. Is he chat banned? Stop getting chat banned and you can talk to me on Twitch. Unban requests. Simul killer. I won't do it again? Who's that? Is it you? You're not Simul killer, are you? You're a simul killer. Silent killer. Say what? No, I should play c6. I've had enough of you. Oh no, my pawn structure. What? What, are you using a computer? Why would you not take on f6? You're playing like a computer, bro. That's not good. A little too computer-like there. What? b3? No, that's not a computer move. What are you doing? You're alternating between computer moves and non-computer moves. Yeah, this looks shaky for white. Alright, b3 was a weird move. I mean, honestly, castle queenside, did you really need to do that? I'm just kidding about the computer thing. It's odd that Banus would show his game with me on the stream. It's almost like someone asked him to do that. Wonder who would do a thing like that. Just a coincidence. Well, at least there's one stream where you haven't been, like, banned yet, apparently. Who is Simul Killer? I won't do it again. That's the unban request. Yeah. $18.87. It was a good year. Sinus was world champion. Chest under fire. Oh! Hi again. Back from yesterday. Sorry, you raided me after I, like, finished the stream. Yeah, I find it disheartening to play such players as this guy. Damn, dude. Why, you may ask? Hold on a second here. I keep, like, I can't decide what I want to do. 1 minute it's like F4, then I change my mind. And his speed is ridiculous. How the heck do you decide what to play when the opponent never gives you any time to think? 1887. Dude, seriously, how could you... He's 1887. Oh, that's rapid. It's so stupid this counts as rapid. You know, 5 plus 5 is rapid. I'm sorry, but that's kind of dumb, you know? I don't think that 5 plus 5 should be rapid. I mean, it's basically just Blitz. Why is it called rapid? That's strange. Yeah, he's fast. He's annoyingly fast. Like, he never uses any time on his moves. Where did that move come from? Where did Knight G5 come from out of the blue move? Oh no. It's a very strange position. I have no idea what to do. My rook's getting trapped if I move my bishop. Very strange. No comments. I have no comments about Repunja's play. He only seems like a computer sometimes. He's definitely not using a computer for all of his moves. I'm 100% sure of that. You gotta keep me guessing. It's so weird, like, why would you put your king on a dark square? I'm slightly worse. The computer, well, slightly worse on the clock, especially. I mean, basically, dude, you made no mistakes the whole game until you blundered a whole rook. But you're 3 minutes ahead on the clock, which gives you a big edge in an otherwise equal position. So reach an equal position after 25 moves, where he has 3 minutes more than me on the clock, and really no losing chances. Then he hangs a whole rook by putting his king on a dark square. Why? That's totally random. So this is a mistake. Queen e4 is a mistake. It's the best move. It's the best move, okay. You see, I wasn't sure, because bishop e4 check is interesting too. So apparently this is the best move, clearly. There's no other option. But here I might have made a mistake. Let's see. So the dude did the same thing as me. This 2380. I guess Azeri or something. But this is weird. It's like you're not supposed to do bishop e4 check, or you are. Stockfish 17 on a very shitty computer says, my bishop e4 check's okay. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I have this. I thought about this. That was it's too early in the morning for bishop g4. No, frankly. So here we go. And then black took on c3. What kind of moron takes on c3? One of these guys... Okay, this is an old game from 95. But I mean, seriously? Bishop takes c3, unprovoked. You have a pin on the knight on c3, and you're taking on c3. Take away these guys' 2400 ratings. I'm underrated. Miro XD. Miro XD, welcome. Now XD. He's all prepared for the Kraken now. Uh-huh. My second Nimzovich today. Why would you play the same line? Dude, everybody plays e5 there. Why are you playing this? You play the advanced Garo Khan, don't you? No? Wait, what do you play against the Garo Khan again? You're seriously going to play the same line? Well, you're not going to play c4, obviously. If you play the advanced Garo Khan, you should play it there. Well, whatever. Do what you want. Do what you want to do. Yeah, knight c3 is the correct move. Ripunja's move is, according to the engine, black is better by like 0.2 or 0.1. But I don't really see it, you know. I just bad. Error 404. Error 404 has been a bad boy. He's been skipping streams lately. Skip stream. He's become like Move 11, where he just like joins the chat and like, nope, bye bye. Chess tourist. You just did chess for the COVID, and now you're gonna quit. You were just here for COVID. You didn't really invest your heart and soul into chess. You're one of those. You're one of those. I'm just talking shit, man. But I've noticed a lot of people that I work with lately. It seems like they're abandoning chess. All the people that were into chess during the COVID period are like leaving. But work a lot. Yeah. Those people are hard to find, the workers. Bishop b4. I bet that's a novelty. Maybe not. Wait a minute. You're just hanging your e-pawn. Wait a minute here. Queen takes e5, bishop back. Are you serious? There's no way anyone's ever played that. That's crazy. Queen e5, bishop c3. Then what do I do? Queen Queen G5, H4. Queen H6. That's a bizarre scenario. Alright. I will accept your offer. I mean, I would have to consider options to give you the G7 pawn, but I don't see why I have to. That's a pretty crazy idea, man. We have G4. I mean, that would change everything. Raving lunatic. You are a raving lunatic. What the heck, man? Now G4? My queen is trapped? You trapped my queen? It's perpetual. Bishop D2, Queen F6, Bishop C3, draw. Comes up with stuff like this. Who would consider the move Bishop B4? Here's another unbelievable move outside the box. Bishop B5 check. Wait, what? Okay, I guess that Miro is just out of practice or something. I'm going to assume you're out of practice. Let it go at that. H6. He's simply out of practice. Now Bishop F1. Bishop E4, Bishop C3, Bishop D2, Bishop B4, Bishop C3, Bishop B5, Bishop F1. Yeah, that's completely normal. Absolutely normal what he's doing here. Okay. He might have lost a little time moving his bishop 7 times. But who's counting? Yeah, I like that bishop. That's mine now. That's a nice bishop you've got there. Well, I don't like that he's thinking in that position. What are you thinking about? Castle. Castle, Queen D4. Not possible. This prevents you from castling. Prevents you from castling. You. Ha 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 ha. Miro is unhinged. We have a lot of unhinged viewers. Arrow 404 not sound. Ripunj Bansal. Hey, it's Miro. Schumacher was here, and he's like he's a little more hinged. Just sometimes he goes too far. But unhinged. They're using that word a lot. Kamala Harris. Yeah, unhinged is a good word. It's a good description, I think. Boy, guys, it's getting really close to election time. So without getting too into politics, we got a lot of exciting stuff happening. The United States presidential election. Then I go to the World Senior in Portugal 2 weeks after that. Then I'm coming back in the end of December, or the beginning of December. I'm going to go to Prague, play in the European Poker Tour for the first time in like 6 years. So a lot of excitement. Yeah. It's awful quiet in here. By the way, Ripunj Bansal, why didn't you ask to be like unbanned? It's really awkward answering your like chats. Your private chats. Just ask to be unbanned already. Speaking of unhinged, I think king b8 would be a good move. That's not an unhinged move. A lot of stuff to do, don't get a burnout. Well, yeah, I'm not doing the presidential election personally, so that doesn't really count. I had 2 events, and, but the thing is, like, I'm not going to do anything crazy, The reason why I'm playing in the World Senior is because it's, obviously, first of all, 1 game a day. It has a good pace. And I think the Madeira Islands are a great vacation spot. So I'm going to be on the beach, hanging out, eating lobster or something. I hope they have lobster. I hope they must have good seafood in Porto Santo. So that's not a high stress thing. And then going to Prague, European Poker Tour. I'm going to do maximum 1 tournament a day or something. But no risk of burnout. Phew. Miro is really out of practice. I just bad and error 404 not sound. Okay, I'm going to take error 404 because I'm afraid he might have to go to work. Speaking of island paradise, Barbados. All right, let's go. No, not today. No work today. Oh, shit. I let you play first for free. Well, now we're going to require you to make a donation or something. You're at least a subscriber. But guys, you don't have to be a subscriber to play. Seriously. I've got 1950.02 on the World Senior Fund, and we're raising $2,500, so I need to raise $549.98 more. You're playing Scheveningen. Alright, no getting around that. It's basically a Kraken. Error 4 he gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you to FSB. No, FB3III. I read an article yesterday, speaking of the FSB. The number 1 spy city for Russia is, of course, Vienna, which was traditionally always the case. But Hungary is now number 2. Budapest. There's a lot of Russian spies here, apparently. It's a very good... It's a preferred location for Russian spies. I live pretty close to the Russian embassy, actually. Not real close, but it's walking distance. I like to spit on it as I walk by. I'm always afraid the cameras are going to catch me. No, I'm just kidding. But I want to spit on it. I don't really spit on it. But lots of Russian agents in Budapest, apparently. It's a lot of fun here. Wow, E5, you're kind of obsessed with that, Brony. He's slightly obsessed with E5. The question is, should I take this pawn? It's a pawn. It is a pawn. But I also give you a bit of activity by taking that pawn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not obligated to take the pawn. I can just play chess instead. You have bishop g4. Clearly that's the main idea. So where do I put my bishop? C4? I would think C4. C4 it is. Try to stay active. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really trust the way I'm playing this. You know, probably like the computer would take the pawn on E5. I'm not sure. You know, I gotta look this up actually. I mean, this is a standard position. And usually black doesn't play knight takes d4. So, has this ever been tried? The computer will probably laugh. They'll be like, why didn't you take the pawn on e5? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of paranoid. I need to take this pawn. I really need to take the pawn, I think. It was a big mistake not to take it. It was an opportunity. So now what? Castle queenside? No. That loses the exchange to bishop g4, but sometimes you can sack that. It's an interesting question. You've got, alright, let's play a4. I'm not going to castle queenside. Newsflash. This looks good. Hulk squeeze. What if I do the thing? You know, I just defend it with a pawn. You have some weird traps there, like bishop e6 or something. Bishop e3, rook takes c3. Pawn takes c3. Bishop c6 with an exchange sacrifice. That's practically sound. Almost sound. We'll see. I don't believe it. If I tried to do that, the computer would be like, that's bullshit. So you're welcome to sack the exchange. Rook takes c3, b takes c3, bishop c6, bishop d5. What are you going to do? Show me the money. White has superior control of the center, space on the queen side, and black is unable to free himself. So he just played bishop c6. But see, the problem is, this is bad. You know, you've got the disagreement among friends. So now it's time to castle. Now it looks like we have what I would classify as a very good Sozen for white. Black is drifting without a plan. Drifting without a plan. Alright, let's get out of mod mode. Get me out of mod mode, please. Where's everybody? Oh no, F7. F7's not an issue. And you're not attacking my... Oh my god. My A5 pawn doesn't even need to be protected anymore. Oof. This looks tragic for black. Ouch. He can't put his queen on C7. This is not good. Oof, not today. One of those, you need one of those sloth t-shirts like my son has. Era 404. Nope, not today. Whoa. Where? Spoiled for choice. Oof. This is really sick, bro. Speaking of out of practice, poor error 404 not sound. It's more like error 404 blindfold. Error 404 not good. There could be some technical problems. Just a bit outside. Black's lacking counterplay. Lacquering. This wasn't good. This went from not great to really bad very quickly. What happened there? Okay, first off, we're in a standard position. I play queen f3. Damn, e5 is the main move here. Wow, I did not know that. They didn't tell me that in Garry Kasparov, Nikitin, Skaven school, that e5 was the #1 move. It might have been mentioned. So I was always under the impression that Black's best move was castles. But now knight takes d4 has only been played in 4 games out of 407 in this position. And I would imagine it would be played more often if your move e5 was actually like viable. So no one dared to follow up with e5. The question is, why didn't I take it? Kupraychik, Belikov, so it's the Belarusian mafia in effect. These are terrible players. Ronnie Ganawan, who killed me in the New York Open. Unless there's 2 different guys. Look at that. Belyakov, Kupraychik, Gunawan, and Anand. All good players. e5. Novelty. Dude, this is the novelty of the year, man. It's plus 0.6 for white. But what's the evaluation anyway? That's crazy. e5 is the best move. You cheated. Dude, you played a fucking theoretical novelty that improves Black's chances in this position. Look at these guys, though. They're just like nobodies with Black. But all the good players with White. Favorites in every case. And White only managed to scrape by like with 2.5 out of 4. But nobody found, and that's with nobody finding e5. Jesus Christ, dude. This is a great move. So the question is, what should White do? Yeah, my move is the 3rd best move according to the engine. The computer likes throwing in bishop check, which is fine. Fine and dandy. So I throw in the bishop check, but then you save your pawn. But you have bad white squares. So white has a slight edge here. If I try to take the pawn, what happens? So that's also unclear. Castles. And Black has half a pawn or better compensation. And my move was like the most conservative, where I just have a very small advantage after castles. And bishop c4 was dubious. I had the feeling, but I wasn't sure. I had a bad feeling about bishop c4. What's the problem? We transposed to a games. We transposed to a games. Blast Lugo. Cubano. Cuba time. Bishop G4. Let's go. This is a surprising move because usually it's bad. It's almost always bad to do this. Very strange. So it's like a little bit of a trick. How about Queen F1? Yeah, you see? Azarov played Queen F1 because Queen G3 walks into Bishop H4. Queen F2 walks into Knight G4. So if you play Queen F1, there's nothing bad that black can do to you. But the downside is that you can't castle. So that's bad too. Like, there's no good move for white here. It's very funny. So Bishop C4 is bad. I should just play H3. I was afraid of ghosts. I was afraid of ghosts. Okay, good game. Alright, I just bad? I just bad? Are you bad? Do I know you? We had another player from Malaysia for a long time playing on the stream. Around the same strength as you. Play like Kasparov. He sort of disappeared. Maybe he came back in a new form. C4. Alright. Alright. I played a lot of Queen's Indian, English defense type stuff here. This is one of my go-to defenses. No, never cheat. You didn't leave your phone in the bathroom, did you? There's also E6. This is a reversed B3 Sicilian, basically. So there's some interesting stuff. What did we decide on like this? No, I know you're not cheating. But it was funny. You played a new move there, and it's actually turns out to be not bad. But I wouldn't poop bacteria. Poop bacteria on the phone. Seriously, that's not hygienic. Shevchenko, I mean, you just can't avoid the poop bacteria. It's either anal beads or leaving the phone in the toilet. How can you cheat without getting poop bacteria? I don't understand. Like, there's no solution to this problem. That's not good. Maybe you do what they do. You do what they do when you go fishing or whatever. Like put your phone in a plastic baggie or something like that. Put the phone in a plastic baggie. You can still like press the keys. That's no problem. Okay, whatever. I was thinking about H5. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be an animal. I'm thinking about it, though. Well, I mean, it is kind of a normal idea in these positions, but not now. Let's play something relatively sound. Bangtown, California. Gifting a tier 1 sub to Paul 1E4. Paul 1E4. Paul 1E4. Paul Power. Paulo. The organizer at World Senior Porto Santo is Paulo. Paulo Coelho. I have a bad feeling about going to Portugal. They're going to criticize my pronunciation of everything. You know what's going to happen. It'll be like Rafael Leitao all over again. No, that's not how you say it. No. Knight F5. Knight f5. Pawn takes f5, bishop takes g2. I like it. Biso miso. From Mexico. Oh, it disappeared. Fly-by-night operation. The English players tend to be pretty solid. Hard to beat this opening. Mana. Thank you, Bangtown. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We have a short, relatively short stream on Fridays because I only have a couple of hours. About another hour or so. Maybe a little bit longer. Hour and 15 minutes I can stream. Yesterday I played, wow, b4, a creative move. Yesterday I played a lot of random casual blitz games. I couldn't sleep, and I thought, well, that'll help me for today. I feel relatively in practice. I can take, and then take on c3, but it's so simplified, this position. I mean, I don't think that I have much. It's going to be pretty tough to win that ending. Maybe I should start attacking. f5. Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Pawn takes pawn. I don't like my structure here, but I don't really know what else to do. Taking on b4 is like a draw. It's basically just a draw. This is risky, though. I mean, it's my king. My king is... My structure's getting messed up. My king is getting opened up. So, I'm taking a big risk here. But I could play the safer pawn takes b4 when black is totally equal. Essentially. Just remember, this is increment blitz because the position is what matters. I don't want to play strictly for time. I don't have an option. This was the plan. We're going to go with the plan. But it looks like white's very solid. Though our old friend Play Like Kasparov didn't play c4. I don't think it's him. He was a hardcore d4 player. I don't really see him switching. I thought about this, but I honestly don't think it changes the scenario too much. I'm just going to play bishop c6. It helps him maybe a tiny bit. I suppose I should consider rook b8, but I don't know. This may improve his position very slightly. Would I consider playing f4? Yeah, this is pretty much what I expected. I'm obligated to take. In any endgame, I would be very slightly worse. But we're not expecting an endgame, hopefully. One important factor is, like, if his knight lands on d5, I can kick it out with c6. Otherwise, it would be really a very strong piece there. You know, so his king's like not super safe, and my knight on d4 is kind of a monster. So maybe black is better here. Maybe it's easier to play black than white in this position. I just bad. Yeah, we're on the hunt for his king. and d5 is not an outpost. So okay, he goes with knight b5 trying to trade pieces. But this is, you know what this is going to result in? Black having a better endgame. He's going to have to take on d4 and give me what is very obviously a much better endgame. Do I have any other options? I mean, no, but I'm happy with the result here. Because I'm going to pile up, and, you know, he's going to take, and I'm going to take, and I have a passed pawn. And he fixes my pawn structure, too. So, forget about black being worse. Black is now clearly better. And I think it's continuing to be a difficult position for white. He can't play like f4. No, I thought he could have tried f3. Well, a simplified endgame now, where white has two isolated pawns. I have a passer. My rook's hanging. No. No, it's not. But just in case. Is queen c6 a threat for me? Well, if I do queen c6, I have to watch out that my pawn is protected. Okay, now that's a dead end. That was a dead end. But I induced a serious weakening in his position. f4 is going to make it tough to defend his king. King Kong. So his king is more open than mine. I have a passed pawn. My rooks are active. This looks pretty good. It's potentially a protected passed pawn. Potentially protected passed pawn. A PP. A potential protected passed pawn, or potentially a protected passed pawn. Go for the win. What do you think I'm doing, man? Now he's trying to trade pieces. No, not so easy. You can't just drop your A pawn with check. Of course I'm going for the win. His king is wide open. Let's just anchor that D pawn. I was thinking about h6. Now a3. That's a nasty move you've got there. Now my pawn's protected. Oh no! I cut off my rook. I had rook h5 in the other line. I was like, you can't go to h3. Alright, so penetration on the b file is annoying. There's got to be a way to win. If anything, the rook in game should be close to winning, even if I was to trade queens. But not if he's like dominating the 7th rank. Not if I'm dying. Gosh darn it. He's fast. I don't know about the bad part, but he is fast. Fast and mad. But he makes up for, you know, he makes up for any skill deficiency in speed. All right. What are you doing over there? God damn, dude, that's crazy. Wow. I just mated myself? Almost. Yeah, basically. King on h3 was a good idea. Wow. On the first try. That was bad. Yeah, it was completely not winning. I'm only like a tiny bit better. And he just perfectly smashed me after that. Playing a 13 cent pawn lost game. FIDE rating 1735, right? 13 cent upon loss. FIDE rating 1700, yeah, right. On the first try. 2 inaccuracies at move 24 and move 32. The end was really brutal. I'm trying to win. I can't find a way to win. I missed queen e5 for some reason. This would have forced into trade. This is what I wanted. I wanted to clarify the situation. I didn't see this move. It's a pity, you know, the computer doesn't say I'm better, but in reality I am, in terms of practical play. You beat me on the first try with a 13 CPL game, 2 inaccuracies. Interesting. Alright. Well, I tried too hard to win. I was trying to win. I was never, ever. I was always a little bit better. You know, the computer says 0.1. Well, that's still an advantage. It was your fault? Yeah. It was. I don't have anything to drink, man. You're supposed to play queen d5 there. I've never seen anyone play this before. Blame game. Well, alright, whatever. It's your fault. It is your fault. No, it's like I couldn't find Queen E5 when I needed to. I lose a lot of games like that, where, and over the board more than anything else, where I just am trying to win, and then you reach a point where you're trying too hard and you just go too far. Halloween plans. It's early for Halloween plans. 2 weeks is a lifetime away. But Halloween is not real big in Hungary, you know. I don't know where you live. Australia or something? Hungary's not like, it's not like Western countries here. When I was a little kid, I loved holidays, but I'm a bitter old man now. Boston. Wasn't there an Australian Smurfette? Smurden sounds like Smurfette, I guess. You were in a tournament today. Do you have had time to analyze your match? No. Subscribe and submit it for next week. For next Thursday. Last night was analysis stream. But it's only for subscribers. But you can get someone to gift you you can hope that someone gives you a gift sub. Especially, you know, maybe on Thursday. Hope, there's always hope. No, I mean, I want to focus on playing Blitz. We only have an hour. I rarely, you know, this is all the practice I have for next month. In a month, I'm going to the World Senior 50 Plus. Yesterday was analysis. Huh? Smurfette, who are you talking to? You're obsessed with this Vadim. Why are you so obsessed with Vadim, dude? Are you female? You have a Vadim, like some kind of issue. I would say you might be a stalker, Smurfette. Your phone is encrypted for security. Well, good, but I never turned it off, so why are you giving me that message? I always felt there was a lot of tension between me and Vadim. So I doubt he would, you know, I never really, like, show a lot of love for Vadim. I don't think he would stop by my stream necessarily. I was never a big Vadim fan. He's okay, you know, but not my bro. No, he's not a bro of mine. But you always like talking about this one person. It's kind of weird. Smurfette. That's pretty weird, you know. Okay, maybe it's the only person we have in common. I don't know. All right. Anyway. You might have an obsession. Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about someone I haven't seen in probably 15 years, so... People change, too. People change. Biso Miso is getting punked on the king side. This attack is pretty strong. I mean, I don't think that black should be able to survive. What was this, a Caro-Kann? Yeah, it was a good 2 knights Caro-Kann. Black played e6, it's kind of passive. Everybody's a sore loser sometimes. Christopher Yu. No. Repunch tried to bring that up. But I have no love for, you know... I have absolutely no love for entitled kids. Go for the win. But at least Vadim is not an entitled kid, you know? So, I'll give him that. I like Fabiano, though. Fabiano is a class act. Bishop takes... Probably a good decision. I think if you take with the pawn, you're definitely, like... You're going to lose anyway. Well, the good news is, you're going to lose anyway. But, you know, probably best to take with the piece there. I love entitled kids, or entitled people in general. I shouldn't just single out the kids. They're entitled parents. Entitlement. Look, I've been angry after I lose. I told my psychotherapist, well, it's really not a psychotherapist, she's a psychiatrist. I told her that one time, for example, I was just making an example of a time when I was really angry. You know, the most angry I've ever been was when I almost got in a fist fight with Boris Privman, and I threatened to kill him. But other than that, the most angry I've ever been was after a tournament game, I ripped up my score sheet, threw it in the trash, and then I kicked the trash can really hard on my way out the room, you know? Like Saul Goodman. You guys ever watch Better Call Saul? When he would go out the garage, the parking garage exit, he would sometimes take out his frustrations on the ashtray trash can. And that's the kind of thing I would do, you know. I'm not going to, like, hit people unless it's really serious. But I will take out my frustrations on like, inanimate objects. There's, like, a baseball player thing, you know. Baseball players are getting fined for, like, smashing the telephone in the dugout or something like that. You know. They set a good example. What are we doing here? Check, check, check. I believe that this is a strong attack. Aschenbecher. How do you say it? Oof, knight h8 check. Wow. Biso Miso resigned. Is knight h8 check? Is that good? It's second best. Aschenbecher. Knight h8. Triple exclaim. Knight h8. Emery Tate with knight h8. Pascal. Pascal, you played. I had Pascal. I played knight a8. Willie Pascal. Billy Pascal. Come on, guys. How much time we have left? Man, my stupid computer froze. Stupid computer. You are stupid. You're not supposed to play. When I was a kid, we made it in school. Oh, ashtrays. Interesting. That's not politically correct anymore, Era 404. If you make an ashtray in school now, they'll send you to the principal's send you to the principal's office or something. No, no. No, they still have that in Serbia. Alright. Repunch Basal, no. Ding Liren, great, 3-0. No, wrong type control. Alright, Kelmax. Wait a minute. Before we go on, I just want to point out the opening. Like, Queen takes e4. I've never seen anyone play e6. It's too passive. But you should still probably play Queen d5. And I was wondering what I should do. If you play Queen d5, what would a legendary attacking player play here? You must avoid the exchange of queens. What's up with like bishop d6 there? Ah, you lure him out and then you go to g4. Alright, very interesting. Wait, what happened to the guy? Hold on a second. I've only got a challenge from Repunch Bansal now, or did I start the game already? For Christ's sake, man. Repunch Bansal, you already played me, didn't you? What happened to Calmax? Where's Calmax? Where are you? Oh, shit, I left my fridge open. I'm destroying the environment. Electric cable got in the way. I destroyed the environment. I'm sorry. Left my fridge open. Hey! Ashen Bakar. Auger Sauger. Sauger Auger. That's my favorite German word. You know what I realized the other day, though? Era 404 Net Sound? The first World Championship match. You know, Steinitz against Zukertord. I never really thought about it, but Zukertord, his name means like sugar cake. Steinitz versus sugar cake. Hey, sugar cake. How are you doing? No, what's happening? No. Where is Kelmax? He's gone? Come on, guys. We only have like 30 minutes. Was he Jewish? I don't know. His name was Johannes Zukertort. Zucker, like, yeah, it's very likely he was Jewish, but I don't know for sure. But, you know, it's hard to tell. Alright. So we're going to go with Repunch Bansal. God, no challenges, guys. What's up here? Kelmax left. Nobody loves me anymore. Well, it's weird that Repunch let me play white. You know, are you alright, dude? You alright? You're letting me play with the white pieces? Are you sure? Yeah, well, Repunch already played me and he's challenged me into a second game. Well, if we have no other challenges, I'm willing to play the same players twice, if that's the only option. He knows the rules. Now, this is unusual. Repunch was playing the Schliemann. But Zukertort wasn't from Germany, was he? I'm confused. Was Zukertort German or Austrian? See, I don't know my chess history well enough. He was from Lublin? What? That is not a Polish name. Sugarbird. Yeah, see, I'm an idiot. Steinitz was from Prague. I know that. An anti-martial attempt. I'm done with that. Trying to play the real Roy Lopez, man. I realize I don't like the Gioco Piano or Gioco Pianissimo. I don't like these sharp martials and stuff like that. So I'll just play the quiet Spanish. Like the last time I played the white side of a martial, I lost to a freaking coffee house. Weak coffee house I am. And honestly, I played into his strengths. When you have a hangover, you tend to make bad decisions. Polish German. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. But I was really confused. I don't know where I got the Austrian thing from. Why did I think that Zuckertort was like Austrian? It's not even close. Hold on a second here. Oof. In Austria they make very good Zuckertort. Maybe. Well, I want to have a good look at that. The first Steinitz World Championship match. Which I have looked at before, but not in enough detail, Since I'm not playing in tournaments, I might as well. Black is still withholding d5. Withholding? Dude, I'm like doing everything in my power to prevent it. Are you serious? I just played rook e1. Of course he's withholding it. I haven't played c3. I'm trying to prevent it from happening. Withholding evidence. Yeah, I lost this computer yesterday in this Pilnik variation. It was sick. The guy totally cheated in unrated casual. This exact line. This is main line. Pilnik variation. But it was an instructive mistake that I made. Now, he didn't play that. The cheater yesterday played knight c6. It's pretty much similar. It could transpose. I don't think he played h6 though. Come to think of it. He played no h6, and in fact he played bishop e6 now instead of h6, and I failed to play knight g5. I didn't realize that knight g5 was like a real move. And now, I don't know. If I don't have that... So I did knight g3 in a position where it looked normal, but the computer was like, it's terrible. But this is different. Black has played h6. So I never know. It prevents bishop g5, obviously. It prevents knight g5. But I never know if I should play knight e3 or knight g3. Oh, there was this really sick tactic he got on me. It was like queen c7, knight h4. Oh, I know what happened. Queen c7, knight h4. That's possible. Okay, it was a different position, but very slightly different. Like, the only real difference is that black didn't play h6. So I got this tactic like queen on e2, knight h4, knight takes e4, queen takes e4, and then he has this in-between move, d5, driving my queen away from defending the bishop on h4. And I was just like totally lost. Knight h4 here is possible because I have rook takes e4. And then there he would also have weird in-between moves with d5. No? Knight h4, knight e4, rook e4, d5 again. It's a rook, not a queen, but it still works. Whoa. What is that? Bishop d8 is new. Have you guys seen the boat? You know, he could have played d5 there. What is he doing? That's crazy. He went total snake Benoni on me. You played perfectly and then played bishop d8. I guess rook e8 or d5. But it's good to know that Repunch is not a computer. Repunch is not a computer. Era 404 is not a computer. Shevchenko, what about Shevchenko? The sub movie. Oh, he missed the boat. You're referring to that. You mean like the torpedo missed? Repunch missed the boat. Missed the boss. They say it for bus and boat. His phone is confiscated. No, but seriously, did Shevchenko like admit that the phone in the bathroom was his? So I haven't been following the story, the latest. I would just like disown it. But what gives like the organizers anybody the right to like search your phone? You know what I mean? They're like, okay, it's a chess tournament and they're suspicious, but still, they're not like police officers. It's... I'm not sure they have a legal right to do that. Call in the FBI. Repunch is he's way too distracted by these rumored gossip stories. Can't even play anymore at this point. You should start writing gossip blogs. It's your passion. Go with your passion. So we got... What time is it? It's only... Oh, it's almost 2. Okay. Yeah, don't resign. So what did you do wrong? You didn't use an engine. So here's the game. I'll show you guys the game that I got like destroyed by the computer. Knight c6, knight f1. And then my opponent played an unusual move. I think maybe he played queen c7. I played h3. He played bishop e6. And now, I think it was here. Here, if you look at the computer, I'm supposed to play knight e3 or knight to g5. Black omitted the move. He omitted the move h6, which was interesting. And there's some high-level games here, but not too high. Okay, Perunovic 2004 was already 2550. Sucks. But I played knight g3, so this is shockingly bad. The engine actually thinks that white is worse after knight to g3. I was like, ouch. Okay, I analyzed it on my phone the first time, and the phone is really bad. So it looks like with Starfish 17 on a faster machine, I'm still almost equal. What did he do? The cheater did like rook e8, I think. And then this is where I did the thing. No, I played queen e2. Well, I guess he did like rook d8. And here I blundered with knight h4. And watch this, you know, knight takes e4, queen takes e4, d5. Which I missed, obviously. And then it just gets more and more insane. It's not enough that I lost a pawn. Queen f3, bishop takes h4. I played this. He goes back. And then I was like desperate. So watch this. I desperately played g4. And I think it was here he did e4. Watch this. D takes e4, d4. And then it gets worse. I think I did g5. He does bishop e5. And then finally, what did I play? Well, anyway, my material is equal and I'm -3. I don't remember what I played. That was my computer game. But you know, your h6 is more standard. I think that's okay. Okay, first knight c6 and then h6 usually. Knight c6, knight f1, and then h6 is a common move. But you played h6. I played h3, which is, I guess, just transposing. And now here is normal, here is normal, and then here is normal. And now knight g3 is actually, so it's actually a move now. But I don't understand why it's not as good in the other position. Your queen d7 is bad. It looks okay. It doesn't protect this. So you'll be losing that pawn in a lot of cases. If you try to play d5, your pawn's not protected. If you play queen c7, it protects this pawn, so you're essentially threatening d5. So here, I wasn't sure what happens here. Wow. Take, and then why doesn't d5 work? Because of rook g4. So this happened in Amanatov Filipov 2015. Oh my god. And black is apparently just like lost. What was black thinking? Bishop takes h4, queen h4. Damn, dude. f5. f4. e4. Yeah, I guess it's not so simple. Takes, f takes e4. Crazy. Ended in a draw. Plus 2.5 for white. So even 2600s like don't play well. Your queen d7 is a it's a novelty repunch. That was the idea of the snake Benoni. Snake Benoni not appropriate here. No, rook e8 is a good move. That's a good multi-purpose move. Strangely, people play rook c8. This is the engine's number 2 move. That's a little too subtle. Too subtle for me. So rook e8 is the main move. Queen c7 is actually very rare, but it can't be that bad. Okay, you're allowing knight h4. So this, now if I try knight h4, you got the tactic. You got the tactic. Yeah, it prevents knight h4. Interesting. Alright guys. Looks scary. You could say that again. Let's get some more challenges. What's up? I've got time for another game or two. Interactive. You know what I hate? Like the chess.com botting. There are these streamers. Oof. Unbelievable. Total losers with 500 viewers. Air 4 not sound. Yes. You got white. Viewbotting on chess.com. Disgusting. The problem is they have the feature on chess.com that like highlights some streamer and then like it's like embedded views. So you got some random streamer who sucks, but they've got 500 to 1,000 viewers, especially at a weird hour like this. Alright, knight f3. I think I came up with an interesting idea. c4. I found no examples of that. Where black has to be really careful about the white squares. I am HO. I'm playing this on an experimental basis. I never really played this d5 main line. Nim's a bitch. What are you doing? So we got to be careful. I wonder how bad e6 is. No, it may look ugly, but it may not be that bad, strangely enough. Like playing the Chigorin. Exactly, just like random streamers who have just a really like crappy stream, but like 1,000 viewers or 500 viewers. I mean, maybe lichess should allow the same thing. I mean, I think they do, but you have to like click on the player's profile. I don't know, nobody seems to care on lichess. Instead of advertising the freaking blogs, you know, why not help the streamers a little bit? Get rid of the blogs. Blogs are a disaster. Well, I mean, at least the blogs being on the front page of the site are a disaster. It's fine to have blogs, but don't make us see that on the front page of lichess. It's painful. It's just painful. I don't know how much more I can take. At first I thought it was a good idea that they were gonna show, you know, like varying blogs on the front page, but I think it's even worse, honestly. Now it's worse because you see these really awful, cringy blogs in addition to the ones that are the most popular. What's up, Mr. Coffee? You good today? What do you think? It's more democratic to share all the blogs, but it's also cringier. I feel sorry for these blog people. They just create like garbage content and just crank it out. Get a life. The blog topics are comical. Comical at best. Alright. Error 404. Don't drop a piece. Did you drop a piece? I tried to warn him, but this might be a trap. It's a trap! Has anyone watched Alien Romulus yet? I need to talk to Nedog. Nasty move? Who are you calling nasty? Oh no. Bishop g5. It's a self-own. Bishop g5 was a self-own. Now rook d1. The power of a plan. The power of having no plan, in my opponent's case. He doesn't discriminate. He never has a plan. Don't need no stinking plan, man. I just move fast. I wouldn't be surprised if he had some kind of trick, you know, after the fork. Because I'm a little bit undeveloped, and, you know, that might be possible. Oh no, it's coming back to life. Rook d6! Bishop takes bishop, knight takes rook d6. Winning my e6 pawn. He can win my e6 pawn. No. Oh no. Free horse. Alright, let's see. I was surprised that, looking at this yesterday, I was surprised that no one has tried c4 here. This looks like a cool attempt, honestly. The engine claims it's zeros, but now it is going to 0.1. 0.2. Novelty. How I drew against Magnus Carlsen. You know how like Chess Network makes blogs, and every single blog has like a really kind of ugly, clunky sort of photo of either Magnus or some other thing. It's just, dude, no. Alright. c4 is interesting. Knight f3, I didn't know what to do. See, everybody played bishop g4. Johnny Walker. Wolfgang Winkler. That's a cool name. My initials are WW. Wolfgang Winkler. He's a long-lost cousin of Henry Winkler. So bishop g4, it's just that I don't want to trade my light square bishop. Is my move bad? More George. It's okay. Yeah. This is a strange move in a way, but it's okay. What I was worrying about was this. e6 is bad. Wow. So it's really bad. Bishop takes f5, e takes f5. This is very bad. Takes, and then takes. Queen d7, oops. See, that's the problem. So e6 is no good. I played queen d7. Nigel Short against Leonid Sandler. That's weird. Where would they play? The Olive Farmer. Castle. And Short castle, but I exchanged on d3. Computer thinks my move is better. I didn't know that Short played the Nimzovich defense. He drew too. But Leonid Sandler is like an IM from Australia. I don't think he's that bad. It's not a normal 2200. The guy was better than that. Bishop takes d3. Queen takes d3. And I played f takes e5. D takes e5. We played perfectly. e6. And now, in the pivotal moment of the game, you blocked your freaking c-pawn. So c4 is the best move. Blocked your c-pawn. Castle's queenside. And then you play knight d4. Which is a strange move. It's an attempt to attack e6, I guess. It's like you're hoping for this. I mean, what are you hoping for here? It's almost like a kind of cheap shot. Okay, this is better. You lost track of development. Okay, so that's a bad move. And I just take, and then boom. I should have played c5 right away. But I wanted to wait for you to play bishop e3. No, I didn't know if you would play bishop e3. You couldn't resist. So bishop e3 is actually a good move. Wow. wow, an even bigger wow is that like c5 is not my best move. Stockfish 17. Who the heck is going to play b6 here rather than c5? I don't think there's a GM in the world. I don't think there's a GM in the world who would play b6 instead of c5. I mean, those pawns have a lust. The pawns lust to expand. But it looks like I'm winning a piece. But even if I'm not winning a piece, you know, I mean, my pawns on c5 and d5 are strong. How the heck would I not play c5? That's unbelievable. So c5, and then you have an out. You have 3 different outs. Unbelievably. So I'm not winning a piece here. How do you have time to like avoid this? Retract your pin or whatever. Retract here, d4. Rook a d1, I saw that obviously. So the problem is the pin here. Even if I move one of my pieces, I'm still pinned. And I can't protect my queen. You could actually play like king c8 or something. And now his move works. Unbelievable. So if takes, queen f3. Yeah, so the whole thing was okay for you. But, you know, you're faced with this critical situation, and how much time did you spend on the move? Well, 30 seconds, okay. 30 seconds. But still, you didn't really come up with a solution. You spent quite a bit of time, you didn't come up with a solution, and you made a move anyway. What you need is a solution that works. I would think, yeah, this maybe. Then your queen isn't very mobile. Let's say d1, then you don't have rook d1. No, this is the best move. It allows for rook d1, and your queen has mobility. Quite a bit of mobility. Yeah, good game. Alright, man. Doppelbanger. Last game. I gotta go. Only Nivsevich today. We had an English. So this is a frustrating move, though. You know, I don't really want to transpose. And d5 is not so good. Knight f6 is not so good. I had a weird idea. a6. a6. No, a6 I played yesterday is bad. a6, d4. And I'm screwed. d5. Yeah, but this is a different animal. This is basically I'm playing the Reprintsev variation. Right? There was this I am who used to live in the United States, Alexander Reprintsev. I lost to him in a tournament in Washington, D.C. once back in the 90s. And he has this weird repertoire. He used to play the Albin, the B3 Sicilian, this weird thing. So a specialist in weird openings. And then last year he played in the World Senior, but like he was in the 65 plus group, which surprised me because I didn't think he was that old. And he's back in Russia somewhere or wherever. But I was shocked, you know, like I didn't recognize the guy. I didn't even find him. I don't know where he was. I just saw his name, but I didn't see him anywhere. Bishop c4. So the main move is bishop b5. Double banger. Bang, bang town. Double bang town. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Now, masturbate with sack of bishop on f7 here. But not recommended. This is not my repertoire. I'm not going to play this. But knight f3 is a problem if you want to play the d5. If you want to play a d5 style Nimzovich, it sort of kills that. I don't know what to do. There's this book by some Norwegian guy, or I don't know. There was a line of like 2 knight f6, knight f3, knight f6, but it's really crappy. Kind of unsound. Black can play knight f6 on move 2. Allow e5 and then play like knight to g4. It's extremely dubious. Speaking of arrow 404, not sound. e4 knight c6 e4 knight c6 knight f3 knight f6 e5 knight to g4. It's really trashy. So I don't know what to do on move 2. I can transfer back into my old stuff with d6. But this d5 I don't like, the knight f6 I don't like, a6 is unsound. So that really only leaves me with e5, which transposes to e4, e5, or that's what Tony Miles played against me, or e6, which is kind of weird. Okay, d3, a safe move. Knight e5 is a funny move here. What's up with that? Why is knight e5 not good? It feels wrong. I don't see the refutation though. How have I never played Pia Kremling? Well, you know, to be honest, before her daughter became a player, she wasn't that abundant, playing in every event and stuff. But, you know, to be fair, Repunch, I never played a lot of European tournaments. You know, I played a lot here in First Saturday and in the United States. But I would have to play European tournaments more, and I didn't play that many. That's why. I think I only ever played in one tournament where she played. It was, I remember her and Leon Lopez were playing in a tournament I played in the Canary Islands back in 99. I had a bad tournament. Bent Larson was there. That was like one of Larson's like later tournaments. Las Palmas, yeah. But I didn't play anyone good in that tournament. It sucked. I got off to a bad start and lost to some freaking 2200. Had some draws with some lower rated players. I didn't play anyone good the whole tournament, I don't think. Pia played in Juan Belen Lopez, I remember, because they were staying in my hotel. They were staying in my hotel, and I remember the day when I left, they were leaving too. I was upset because the hotel stole my like dinner jacket. Like the maid in my hotel room stole my dinner jacket. I had this like expensive jacket, and it was like custom tailored. It had been given to me as a gift, and I stayed in the hotel for like, 10 nights, and the hotel maid or whatever wanted to steal the jacket, but they waited until the last possible minute. They know you're like checking out that day, so they wait until like the night before you leave to steal it. And then like when I went to the front desk to complain that my like jacket was stolen, I'm like scrambling to do anything because I have to like get my flight and stuff, you know. So it's like a trick. They don't steal your stuff like, you know, the second day you're there. They wait until they know that you're checking out and you probably have to rush to the airport. And I'm like, what do I do? You know, file a police report that the maid stole my jacket from the hotel room? I'm just totally screwed, you know. Be careful in the Canary Islands. The maids are very tricky there. It's the only time I ever had a maid really like steal something from my room. I mean, obviously this kind of stuff happens. I had a friend who used to hide his money in the mattress. If there's not in the days when there wasn't always safes in every hotel room, and then the money was gone from his mattress. Like, well, yeah, I don't think the mattress is a very, you know, top secret location. They know to look in the mattress. You need to like hide your money in the lamp or something. Maybe the toilet would be better, right? Maybe we can learn from Shevchenko. Leave a note. Please please don't steal my stuff until the last day of the tournament. Please don't steal my phone until the last day of the tournament. I need it I need it to cheat. Leave a note for the maid. Doppelberger. Coming at me. I'm hungry. I'm thinking about Doppelbergers. I gotta go, guys. Right. But he did not that great in the first game. Yeah, the whole Shevchenko thing it's a little bit weird. I don't think we should, and I agree with some people that, you know, we shouldn't rush to judgment. It's one thing if the dude is caught red-handed, you know, washing his anal beads in the sink. But I don't think that anybody should rush to judgment on these kind of things. It's not fair. There should be a proper process. And he will be tried and convicted. Why would someone be so stupid? See, that was his trick. He was banking on that defense. My favorite argument is always like, why would the poker sites want to be so greedy? Why would casinos be so greedy to like cheat? Why was Diddy so stupid to host all those parties? Bishop c3. Knight d4, take f5. Check him out. Hey, take f5, bishop a3. The news is like he hosted all these parties that were just really bad. His like narcissistic ego was too out of control. He wanted to be like the party king, but he like did himself in. How could you be so stupid to blatantly commit crimes at like parties you're hosting and stuff? The same argument applies, is all I'm saying. Wow. What am I doing here? Wow. Little Banger's a genius. Well, that way. I did not really play this game that well. Surprise, surprise. Oh no. It's a trap. That was quite an interesting game, and I was fortunate to win at all. Well, this happened in Jones Vlasov, of all people. Gawain lost with white to Vlasov, playing in the World Senior Vlasov. Dude is a GM. Frickin' Russian. Playing under the FIDE flag. Well, so knight f6 is a mistake. I was like, why is knight at 95? I'm sorry, 95. Why is 95 a mistake? I'm like, okay, it loses time, but what are you going to do about it? You know? And you found bishop b3, but apparently queen e2. So it just wastes time. I double your pawns. Who cares? Better was this. Bishop f3, gf3, knight takes c4, b takes c4, or sorry, d takes c4. But you could castle queenside. You could even castle kingside. So the point is, the fact that you have a messed up pawn structure isn't the only game in town. Like, you have a slight edge according to the computer here. Interesting. So bishop b3, not the best, but obviously you want to castle queenside. I was surprised you did this, but it turns out this knight on e3 is pretty good. So this was really tight. And, you know, this is where I gotta go, guys, but this is where I spent all my time, because this is really a problem. Bishop takes d4, queen takes d4, and f5. I'm getting, you know, I even looked at bishop takes a3, but it's not enough. So I have to find a way to play here. I threw an a4, and you went bishop a2, and now I couldn't find a good move. No, I don't know why this move. A lot of times, like, one move is escaping me. You know, I didn't see this because of knight f5, bishop f5, bishop takes g7. That doesn't look good. Oh, I didn't realize this was check. This was check. So this was my best line. Pretty good game by Bangtown, though. Bishop h7. And now you could have taken on h5, you know, and I'm just like down a pawn. So bishop h7 was a huge blunder. But best case scenario, here's another really strange move. Best case scenario, you're just a little bit better. How about bishop e7? Well, it's the same thing but worse. Yeah, I have to play bishop d6, but then what do I do? Like king b1, I take the pawn, is what I do. Knight f4, bishop f4, you take this pawn, play rook h7, you go somewhere. And my king is exposed, not yours. Here. Alright, good games. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. See you Sunday. Don't forget, Sunday simul, guys. Bye-bye.